the first encounter is almost always one of hostility and being okay, we'll put up with you. Sort of that combination of circumstances. I'm sure you felt that when you've gone to as well. It's not a Democrat or Republican thing, I don't think. But because of the kind of work that I was doing, going back to the time I worked for Governor Matheson in the 80s, and then throughout my career working with rural communities and counties, what I found was that if I didn't come in and then leave and not come back, and if I didn't come in and try to tell people what I thought their answers were, that changed. People would get to know you and they'd realize you weren't trying to achieve some agenda for anyone else but for them, and you were bringing a professional service to them, and they would start to accept you, and then pretty soon they start to adopt you. In fact, there were times when I'd be in a community, sometimes for a year or two, and someone would come up to me and go, "You're not Mormon?" And then when they found out after getting elected to the legislature that I was a Democrat, I literally had to make special visits. You know, it's like, hey, I'm still the same person, really. But I think what I learned coming out of this election is that it's really what we're hearing people say. We've got to listen to each other. We've got to respect each other. We have to form at the individual level and the community level and the state level the civil dialogue that then creates the model of what hopefully could happen at the federal level. It isn't going to happen. At least I'll be shocked, because the same people are in place at the national level. It is going to happen from us taking hold of our lives and our communities and our states and having the kind of dialogue that produces the outcomes we want. Because we haven't been getting it, I don't think, this past year, certainly at the national level. And I think we can do that. And I know from what I've been hearing and participating and observing all day, I know we can do that. And if we can do it in Utah and other states and communities around the country, which I know can happen, because this kind of thing is going on spontaneously in other places. And we've got to build on that and find a way to network it.